In this video, I'll show you how you can create a single image with an expanded dynamic range using two source images and some creative masking. So let's say, for sake of argument, that you only took two exposures, this one and this one. This image captures detail in the shadow area of the pond, and this image captures detail in the highlight area of the garden. So let's develop these two photos separately in Camera Raw. Double-click this photo, and then in Camera Raw, let's expose it to highlight the garden area. I'll decrease the exposure somewhat, bring down the highlights, and then click Open Image. Switch back to Bridge and develop this other photo. This time I'll expose it for the pond. Perhaps pull the highlights down and make whatever adjustments you feel are necessary, and then click Open Image. So we have two source images that are very different. Go to Window, Arrange, Float All in Windows, so we can see them both. Then take the dark image, use the Move tool, and drag it into the light image while you're holding down the Shift key. This will automatically place the dark image on top of the light image so that they're lined up. Then close this document without saving. So we're left with a single document that has two layers, the dark image on top of the light one. The next step is we need to align the images because I had handheld the camera on all of these different exposures, so it's likely that these will be misaligned. To do that, we need to convert the background layer into a regular layer. Double-click on the word background and click OK. Then hold down the Shift key and select Layer 1 so that both layers are selected. With the Move tool active, click this icon on the Options bar to auto-align the layers. Choose Auto and OK. Select Layer 1 and decrease its opacity slowly, and you'll see that these layers are indeed aligned. However, the edges are not, and we need to crop the image somewhat so that we don't see this ragged border. So I'm going to turn off Layer 1 and target Layer 0. Press Command A on the Mac or Control A on the PC, and then Command C on the Mac or Control C on the PC to copy the contents of the image to the clipboard, and then Command D or Control D to deselect. Turn on Layer 1, target Layer 1, and create a layer mask. View the mask on screen by holding down the Option key on the Mac or Alt key on the PC and clicking on the mask thumbnail. Then press Command V on the Mac or Control V on the PC to paste the contents of the clipboard into the mask, which is in this case the light image, and then deselect by pressing Command D on the Mac or Control D on the PC. And then turn off the mask by pressing Option or Alt and clicking on the mask thumbnail. So now we're using the light image as a mask on the dark image. Double-click the mask thumbnail, and this opens up masks in the Properties panel. Increase feather, and this actually blurs the mask. Decrease density, and this will lighten the mask. There'll be some happy medium where the two images come together. You can view the mask by holding down Option or Alt and clicking on the thumbnail, and you can see that the mask looks like this now. This allows us to blend between the two exposures. Option or Alt click the mask to turn it back off. Finally, we need to increase the exposure value here, so I'll apply an exposure adjustment layer and increase the exposure. And then I will also add a vibrance adjustment layer by clicking this icon. and increasing vibrance. So in this method, we have used some creative masking techniques as well as some adjustment layers to merge two exposures together. And this creates a kind of faux HDR image that increases the dynamic range and gives us detail both in the highlights and in the shadows.